welcome back to my channel, Messy Heart Crazy Life. My name is Danielle. I am the creator of this channel. I welcome you to all things beauty, mom, real life, home life, craziness. Hence the reason I said crazy life. But anyways, today's video is going to be a quick review on the new Physicians Formula. This is the Butter Believe It Foundation Plus Concealer. So this hit Ulta a couple weeks ago and I have been using it for a week. So wanted to go ahead, give my thoughts of what the foundation does, how the coverage is, does it live up to the description that it has on Ulta's website, and then who I would recommend it for. So like I mentioned, it retails at Ulta for $11.99. There are only 4 color options, which is really, really disappointing. So basically what they say about this foundation is it's supposed to be ultra luxurious foundation plus concealer. It's infused with a powerful blend of Murmur butter. It's whatever the same thing that they have in all the other collections of like their bronzers and the cheek products and stuff like that. I have no idea how to say it. It also has Cupachu butter and Tucuma butter. So these are supposed to be ingredients that are from the Amazon. This says that it's an incredibly creamy texture that melts onto the skin, leaving a natural finish, a very radiant glow, all the while providing long-wearing, weightless, but buildable coverage. So I'm gonna go ahead and do a try on so you can kind of see the full or before and after, what the coverage is like, and then give you my thoughts and who I would recommend it for. So stay tuned. So this is the Physicians Formula Butter Believe It Foundation and Concealer. It says that it is for all skin types. Basically what I've been doing, it's the same thing that I do with all my foundations. I've already put on my regular skincare. I did use a moisturizer today that has SPF in it, which I don't normally wear. I've used it before, but I have this like weird, like sunscreen taste in my mouth. So if I like acting like I'm disgusted with something, it's because I just cannot get the sunscreen taste out of my mouth. But I've been using the Morphe by Jaclyn Hill JH03. I know if you've watched any of my other videos, this is not my favorite brush. It's okay. It's just too big to like, I like to get into different crevices and especially under my eyes when I'm wearing false eyelashes, and it just doesn't, it's just too big. But I've been using this to kind of blend it out. And you can see here, I mean, the coverage is pretty substantial. It definitely, I think it says it's, so it says it has buildable coverage. It doesn't say on Ulta's website like what they consider the coverage to be. I mean, it's definitely pretty much full coverage foundation. You can see that is just my lotion kind of beating up because it's stupid SPF. I hate wearing like lotion that has SPF in it. I like to put SPF in it like separately. But you can see there. So definitely full coverage kind of right off the bat. So what I normally do is I take a dry beauty sponge. This is the Real Technique sponge, and I just kind of buff it in, kind of press it into my skin. That way there's a seamless transition. Now I've said this before, so if you've watched any of my videos, I do not like doing this with a damp beauty blender or beauty sponge because it just doesn't work for my skin. I feel like it just kind of makes the product go all over and just kind of wishy-washy. And this really kind of helps soak up the extra product and then just create that kind of airbrushed look. So that is it. You can see definitely full coverage. The color to me, there's only 4 color options on the Ulta website, which is very disappointing. I ended up getting the color Fair Pale, which I think is a little bit, I mean, it kind of matches. And once I put like bronzer on and blush and stuff like that, I can warm it up. So the color isn't horrible. I think it can make it work, but they definitely don't have a variety of color options, which is really disappointing. Basically what they say, it's supposed to be a foundation and concealer in one, and I guess that's where the coverage is coming from. You can definitely see, for the most part, the only thing that I need to, you know, put a little bit more coverage on is my dark eye circles, which I have to do with every single foundation. But for the most part, everything else kind of, it it covered pretty well. Now, the only thing I really have to worry about is redness. That is what my skin is very sensitive. So that is pretty much what I'm covering up. But I think overall it covers it up really, really well. And it does have this kind of radiant kind of glow. Basically what it says that it has a incredibly creamy texture that melts onto the skin, leaving a natural radiant glow while the long-wearing weightless formula provides buildable coverage. So definitely, you know, a little bit does go a long way. I think you can really build it up. I probably need one more layer in my T-zone, but I am not going to put it on because the problem I have with this is at first you can kind of see that glow. You can see kind of that luminosity, that radiance, that glow that they talk about. But then when it kind of dries down, it dries to a mostly matte finish. So I feel like throughout the day and throughout the longevity, like it stays there. It doesn't, like the coverage is there throughout the day. At the end of the day, my skin does still feel covered. And I don't feel like it's breaking up or anything like that as far as, you know, the coverage going away. But I feel like that radiance or that luminosity that is, you can see right here, goes away throughout the day. And it kind of dries to a matte finish, which is fine. I mean, to me, it's not, you know, it says it's for all skin types. Me personally, I'm very, very dry. So for this one, I noticed that it kind of starts breaking up around my nose, on my chin, and pretty much in my T-zone, which is where I am the driest at. So for me personally, as far as my skin, it's something that even in the summertime when my skin is more normal, I don't feel like it necessarily would work for me. I think this, to me, this is more of a normal to oily foundation, kind of on the other spectrum, complete opposite than what I am, because I just feel like it is very, very drying for dry skin. And especially here in the winter months when my skin doesn't have any moisture, it's kind of the complete opposite of what I'm looking for. But like I said, it is long wearing. I keep like licking my lips and I've got that skin, like that sunscreen taste in my mouth. But it is long wearing. It does have really, really good coverage. But again, it's just not hydrating enough for me. So who would I recommend this for? So as far as the price, it is $11.99. To me, for a drugstore, it's not it's more on the higher end drugstore pricing, but it's still affordable. You do get a decent amount. I do like the pump because you can really decide how much you want. Some pumps you like, it's just boom, that's it. You get this certain amount, but you're able to just do a little bit and really kind of customize it in, you know, customize the amount. I'm gonna put a little bit more because I'm noticing that my nose is a little bit red. So you can just put that little amount. So a little bit does go a long way. It has a lot of coverage. So if you are looking for, you want something that is more of that high coverage or that full coverage foundation look, then this definitely is one that you want to try out. The good thing about it is I don't feel like it looks cakey. I think it looks very natural. Yes, it looks airbrushed. Yes, it looks like I'm wearing foundation. It doesn't, to me, look like my skin, but I think it looks natural. I don't think that it will get cakey or anything like that. I mean, you would have to put a lot on, but because the coverage is so full, a little bit does go a long way, and you don't need to pack on a whole bunch of product in order to get that coverage. So that's good. And it is initially radiant at first, but again, it dries down to that matte. So if you're somebody who loves that more matte finish, then I think this foundation would be for you. So hopefully you enjoyed the video. Let me know in the comments if you tried this below. If you have any tips or tricks or who you would recommend this for. But hopefully you enjoyed the video. Until next time, bye.